Yo, what up? Yo, what up? What up? Man, what's up, people? How y'all doing? My name is Tim Black. Welcome back to the Tim Black Show. Oh, man, we in here, in the building. We're live on YouTube, X, Facebook. How y'all doing, man? Come on in here. Stop playing around. What is going on, y'all? What is going on?
What do you think a plant is? Maybe people don't understand the definitions of these words.
I'll tell you. Welcome to a new week. My name is Tim Black. I'm your humble voice of the people, speaking truth to power on this power hour. What is up, people? How y'all doing? Once again, we're live streaming. It is Monday. We do this on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. We come to you across the internets. We give you the raw right here to your jaw. What's up, people? Give it up for my moderators, Nene, Elizabeth Lunny, and the one and only Rain of Tears. And also to the OG moderators, Bug Bewley, Black Mamba, and Ebony. Man, I'm trying to tell you, man, I'm feeling good, fam. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. You know, it is a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day to be a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? CILL, my landlord. What's up, man? What's up with them Knicks, baby? I did not have a horse in that race, but I'm glad to see that happen for the people, my New York brethren and sistren. Why not? You know, why not? Don't be a hater all your life. Feel good for people. Let people celebrate. I did get a little amped, though. I got to say, you got a little over. Man, okay. And we're doing it, man. Oh, man, people showed up. I'm surprised, man. I got stiff competition out here on these internet streets, baby. You know, I can just look, all I can do is show up and tell you what time it is. You know what I'm saying? And that's all we do here on the Tim Black Show. We show up. We show up, we give it out. So my people.
I really don't know what he said at the end of that sentence. I don't think he knows what he said either. Look.
We do it. I want to say what's up to the Tim Black Wolf Pack. These are the people that keep the lights on around here. Shout out to you. Yeah, shout out to the Tim Black Wolf Pack. Let's not play games. Let's get into it. Let's get into it, man. First story of the night. Let's do this. Let's do this, man. Let's make this happen.
And lastly, Michelle Obama is a man. Am I right, America? Ladies and gentlemen.
Okay. That's like the main thing. Like, I don't know if UFC is gonna come out to my video. I can't have them doing that. I need my little $2. So we can't have them like making me mute and take out stuff and copyright infringement and all that stuff. We don't play that game here. Ladies and gentlemen, this guy here, I don't even know this guy's name, man. He's a UFC guy. So they had the UFC Freedom 250 event on the White House South Line. They had heavyweight fighter Josh Hockett. Hoykett or Hockett? Hoykett. He was up here, he defeated Derek Lewis and then said in his post-fight interview with Joe Rogan, Michelle Obama is a dude. Oh, they don't like it. They don't like it. People are up in arms about this. They are pissed off, fam. Black people mad, man. And a couple liberals are also a little peeved. Black people mad, like they fighting words. Come on now. Come on now. They're ready to fight. Democrats are pretending to be really upset about this thing. This revived the long-standing online conspiracy theory. The crowd had mixed reactions, some cheering, some laughing, some shocked, some silence, and Rogan moved on without addressing it. Good for you, Rogan. Keep your head down, son. Keep your head down, brother. Stay out the way. You know, they call you racist for a joke you did 20 years ago on your podcast. Trying to be edgy. Tim, don't bring that up. Don't do it. You know they gonna do it, Rogan. They didn't call him racist when he had Bernie on. Or Andrew Yang. Jewish guy, Asian guy, Chinese guy. They didn't call him racist. Yeah, Dave Chappelle on too, didn't he? No, didn't. Just racist after that. Once you seem like either you support Trump, or you act like you're supporting Trump, that's when it's like, that's it, racist. He's racist. So that's what happened here, man. So look, we got a lot on this, man. People are throwing darts. What are they saying, man? What's going on with this?
For a long time, and the roots are in slavery, Black women have been slurred and made to feel that they were unattractive, made to feel that they were masculine, made to feel that they didn't have the femininity that a white woman would have. And so there's this intersectionality between racism and sexism that was on full display at the White House. The crowd laughed at the statement, and the President of the United States smirked, and never addressed what was said. That is beneath the dignity of the office of the President of the United States, and it's beneath the dignity of the American people.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Oh, no, we got to act like it's the end of days, fam, because you know what time it is. Because Michelle Obama needs us to defend her. Man, I'll tell you, man, I'm not in the business of defending millionaires. Damn near billionaires out this joint. I don't do that. Now, I fight for working class people who don't have a fighter. You know what I'm saying? Who are not getting represented. We're talking about the most powerful woman in the universe. Michelle Obama is one of the most powerful women in the history of women. And she don't need me, my broke ass, trying to defend her honor from this guy who I don't know, who said a mean thing. I thought it was a joke. It sounded like a joke. It's not funny if it's your wife. But then again, everything's funny when your pocket's full of money. Oh, but look at Sonny standing up for the blacks. Hey, Sonny, have you called out the shooting of Cyrus Cormac Belton? And what has been your take on the conviction of Carmelo Anthony? Said that boy had premeditated murder. I wonder if Sonny was as choked up about that as she was this unknown white guy saying the same thing Republicans been saying for like 4 years straight. I mean, this is just a meme with a voice on it. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. I mean, if you've been online at any time following politics, you've heard this claim before, you've seen pictures before of people saying, hey, that looks like a guy. You've seen this. It's not new. This is some old shit. It's very old. It's very old. It's played out. It's not even funny. It's so old. It's like, who is this guy? At least come with fresh material. Next time, consult with Tony Hinchcliffe. At least if you're going to be offensive, let it be something fresh. Because this right here, and even Tony Hinchcliffe's joke that everybody's been pissed off about, there was a guy on his show, I think he bit that from a black dude, Dave Lucas. Wasn't that a Dave Lucas joke? Ain't nobody talked about that? Nobody talked about the fact Dave Lucas made that same joke about George Floyd 18 months ago, and we got on his ass about it. It was a black guy who said it, and we kind of got at him about it. I covered it on my channel, and I'm sorry, we off the rails. The point is, ain't nothing new under the sun, baby. That's all I'm telling you. Why are we acting like, oh no, we gotta jump out the gym? You know, there's people starving. There's people living on the streets. We 30% of the homeless population in LA, and we're 6% of the population. That's right, 30%. And y'all talking about Michelle Obama, someone said some words about her at an event you didn't watch, that you did not go to. And Obama, and Trump did not look like he was like, yeah. He wasn't like he got up and did the dance. He didn't get up and do the dance, baby. He just sat there. He just sat there. And did one of these, you know, the white guys, they do. That's it. He didn't pump his fists. Yeah, 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 yeah. He didn't give you the fight, fight, fight. He didn't. But it doesn't matter. So we all know how unbiased and sticking straight to the facts CNN is. What they say on CNN, Tim Black. We got to see this.
Everyone's here with me on set. Sarah, you know, why is it so hard for Trump to say that this was wrong when it was obviously offensive and wrong, and people who may share his politics are very clearly saying such?
I think expecting Trump.
I don't know if it was obviously offensive and wrong. Jokes aren't wrong. They can just be in poor taste or good taste. It can be jokes you agree with and jokes that make you laugh and jokes that don't make you laugh. I don't know about a joke being wrong though, fam. I mean, was it wrong? I don't get it. I don't get it. I mean, right around the corner from the White House, you have the White House Correspondents shit, where people talk smack all the time and nobody gives a shit. Oh, don't act like the White House is a divinity. You know, it's not a religious place. You know, in that White House, we make decisions to blow up entire populations. Let's not make it seem like the White House is this, glorious building of virtue, because it ain't. It was built by slaves against their will, and they never got paid. So let's not even go there acting like the White House. Oh my God, they made a joke about Michelle at the White House. He also found crack in the White House when Biden was in office. Remember that? And this is the same White House where Bill Clinton, I did not, did some things. All right, so let's not, I will not allow you to act like the White House is some type of divine space that's unvarnished, that is deserving of all this pristine treatment, and that now it's been sullied by the likes of this fiasco, because the circus that was going on outside of the White House at this UFC event is nothing compared to the circus that goes on inside that motherfucker. That's right. Y'all some propaganda buying mofos, man. I tell you, man, look, man, they buy anything, they just go along with whatever's said. So Ern Burnett, shut up. Shut it up, Ern.
To say or do the right thing is useless and disappointing. Look, this is the guy who posted a racist meme of the Obamas depicted as monkeys. This is a guy who posts memes depicting himself as Jesus Christ. There's no decency or decorum in this White House. And when the White House was asked for comment, they also praised the performer, they praised the performance of the fighter. They didn't comment on it. They had every opportunity to condemn it. And yes, it's nice hearing folks like Dave Portnoy and Dana White come out and denounce this attack. But it shouldn't take a pressure campaign from people on the right to get the president to do the right thing. You should immediately condemn something like this.
It's a basic, and Jamal, what Sarah's referring to is Jake Tapper asked for a comment from the White House about Hokett's comments about Michelle Obama. And it was the communications director, Stephen Chung, who said, quote, he had a great win last night. He showed toughness and the ability to pressure his opponent both on his feet and on the ground. Just an absolute refusal to address the issue.
No, it's absolutely right. Listen, I believe in free speech, and I think the real test of your beliefs and your values is when You can support somebody doing something even when you completely disagree with them. And the president having this event was absolutely his right. But it was him promoting a kind of brutishness and a coarseness. And this event, what this fighter said, which I don't even want to repeat, what this fighter said is the level of coarseness that we have to ask ourselves, is that what we really want for our country? A couple of days earlier, they did the weigh-in. They did the weigh-in at the Lincoln Monument.
Right.
In front of the statue of
Tony
Abraham
Sullivan was
Lincoln.
there, yeah.
Right? And they almost broke out into that sort of fake fight that fighters do right before, during the weigh-in. They're pushing each other around and other people have to jump in and break them up. And so I'm thinking, here's Abraham Lincoln, who in his first inaugural.
Ah, gosh. These people, man. Look. Much to do about nothing. This ain't shit. All right? If you want to be upset about something, be upset about the homeless rate. Be upset about the foreclosure rate. Black America, we got a lot of shit to be worried about. Like I said, I ain't in the business of defending billionaires, millionaires, or anything close to it. I just don't do it. You know, I think us as working class people, we got enough to worry about. We don't need to worry about trying to sanction people for words that are said at events. It's silly, it's goofy, and we all know that the wrestling shit is a circus anyway. It's a fucking show. It ain't, you know what I'm saying? It's whatever, you know? I mean, it's not, you know, UFC's a little bit different than the regular wrestling, but I mean, come on, family. You know what I'm saying? Come on, family. It's a thrill seekers event. We're not tripping off this, sorry. You know, I'm still wondering why Michelle Obama hasn't said anything about Cyrus Carmack Belton. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Okay? I'm trying to figure out why she hasn't said anything about real shit on her podcast. And I'm supposed to be up in arms about this? Nah, man, I'll let y'all do that. I'll let y'all lose your minds over dumb things. This is silly, you know? I'm not saying you gotta cheer for it. I'm not saying you gotta think it's funny. And none of that. Who gives a shit? Okay, I saw somebody post this. I think it was Uncle Luke. Uncle Luke posted something saying that Michelle Obama was suing. She ain't suing. Dude, she's gonna ignore this dumb shit. She will not stoop to the level of acknowledging this nonsense. She's gonna keep it moving. What have y'all not learned? This is for peasants. This shit, to worry about this, is peasant shit. It just is, man. The Obamas are on another level, fam. They do not concern themselves with this. Luke, I thought you knew this. You have money. You've had money. If you don't have it now, I'm sure you got more money than me. I'm not knocking you. You've been around people with money before. You know they don't be tripping off no dumb shit like this. Yeah, to stoop to a level like this hurt her would be just opening the door for more dumb shit to be said. Look, the Obamas didn't say anything about the dumb memes, the Jungle Book bullshit that Trump tweeted out or posted out on his app. They're not gonna say nothing about this, okay? Like, come on. You know, we got a literal slave trade going on in half of Africa. You know what I'm saying? Libya and some other places, right? We got actual bodies piling up in several countries. And we got drama, real drama internationally. And we like, what do we got our priorities on? I mean, what really are we focusing on if we focused on this? So I'm not gonna get into it. Let's just say this, man. The Obamas, they good. And you know, and not for nothing, fam. Let me also add, what's Trump supposed to say? Hey, what's he supposed to say? I mean, what does he owe Michelle? I mean, real talk. What does Trump owe Michelle, and what does he owe the Obamas? What does he owe you in regards to this? These motherfuckers lied about him and said the Klan members and not Nazis were good people. Remember that? They told that lie for a decade. And Obama continued it. I never heard Michelle come out and denounce it. Not once. And that's just one of the lies. I mean, there were several lies. Who who bankrolled the IRS going out his ass, who bugged Trump Tower, huh? See, now no speaking English, right? I'm just saying, man, they all play dirty. It's just only one side get called out for it. So, like, if I'm not going to go, like, at Obama's, at them about the shit they've been a part of all day with the Trumps, then I'm not going to go at the Trumps for this. They didn't do it. The USC guy did it, right? So, have at him if you want to do it, but to even spend a lot of time on it seems goofy to me. That's why, But I expect CNN to make a fiasco out of it. Oh, guys, we all got to be upset now. We all have to lose our minds now because, oh no, the rich people are fighting. And not even fighting, it's like by proxy. It's insult by proxy, 3 steps removed. Come on, Johnson.
Calling us the better angels of our nature. And when you do that, you're making acknowledgement that there are worser angels to our nature too. Some people call them demons. And those demons they come back. They're like zombies. They reanimate. You can't just kill them once. Yeah. And every generation, we get these sort of dark forces that we have to push back. The problem is we usually push them back by getting people out of Vegas. Now we got Vegas and D.C. at the White House, and that's not something people were ready for.
And they're also, but part of the reason he said what he said is because he thought it would fall in fertile territory, which it did. Yeah. Right? I mean, saying it in front of the White House, on the one hand, what you're saying is complete.
Yeah, it did fall into fertile territory. The media. The fertile territory is the media. That's the fertile territory for you to get some life into your slow news day. That's the fertile territory, man. Anybody can't see that, I don't know what to tell you. The media loves this dumb shit. That way they don't gotta talk about anything real like some of the other things we will address on this show. They want to talk about this. This is the easiest low-hanging fruit. Bickering amongst the rich about nothing. Nothing. An ongoing joke that has been happening for a decade, if not longer. Man, talk to me about my mortgage. Talk to me about what's going on with my damn electric bill, my gas bill. Talk to me about real life shit that matters to me. Don't talk to me about Michelle Obama's feelings. Michelle Obama don't care about these people. She don't care about what this guy, this weird monkey dude in the cage said. Why would she? Give her some respect. That's how you respect her, by realizing that she's above this bullshit.
Completely true, but on the other hand, of course.
It's the same guy who showed up at the weigh-in drunk and spit on himself. I mean, this is entirely predictable, and it was entirely preventable if you wanted to prevent it. And I think the bigger takeaway from last night is this was a UFC propaganda dream for Trump.
Gaslight alert.
That's right, it's gaslighting, man. This is gaslighting. Look, there are some people that have an affinity for the Obamas. They remember a time when they pretended like when they were living in fantasy land and they thought America was doing great. It wasn't. That's bullshit that the Democrats say to try to camouflage it was fucked up then. Is still effed up now. And I only get one F-bomb per show, so I'm hoping I'm using it right. And they want to live in La La Land and pretend that Obama was there, everything was great. These people act like it was Camelot. Nah, it was lie a lot. It was bullshit a lot. All it was is that the media would not report on the shit. The deportations, the drone attacks, setting records, dropping bombs and shit. Black people not doing better. Fam, did the homeless rate for Black Americans drop? Like, well, you know what I'm saying? Did we all of a sudden start getting business contracts? Did Obama go to bat for us and get us 30% of federal contracts? Or DC contracts? He got full reign over DC. Did he do that? Did he go and do that for us? Then shut up. Shut up. Tell me how great somebody is. Look, greatness is defined for me by what you do for me. Greatness should be defined for Black people by what gets done for Black people. And when you tell me nothing except symbolic bullshit, then I don't want to hear about it. Till you can come back and show me, come back with a list of stuff. And don't tell me, well, unemployment was down. Trump says that shit. Them numbers get cooked. Motherfucker, that's people that stop looking. We don't believe you. It says right here you're doing well. My stomach is touching, my ribs is touching, but it says right here you're doing well. What you gonna believe, them stats or your lying eyes? Think and get off the nonsense. Man, let's keep it moving, fam. We on to the next one. Look, hit the like button, family. Let me know that you out there. I don't know who's out here tonight, but let me know that you in the building if you in the building. All right, because we gonna knock them out the box tonight. I'm tired of the nonsense. People lying to themselves. Look, I got no problems with you lying to yourself. Lie to yourself if that make you feel better. But don't lie to me. Don't lie to us. Don't lie to us. We don't like it. Next.
Next up with Tim Black.
Judge Joe Brown said, I hope they wreck him. Okay, so this is a follow-up. Okay, so now this is a follow-up segment to my Joe Brown call-out that I did, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 days ago. I forget how long it's been. Judge Joe Brown said some really stupid things about Carmelo Anthony, in my opinion. And I know he is one of the elders. You know what I'm saying? And I want to respect him, but I did not respect what he said. In fact, he went hard in the paint. In fact, he's been doing it for a long time. And I didn't take joy in calling him out. And I also called out Jamel Hill because she did the same thing. Look, fam. My thing is this. For Judge O'Brown, you know what? I got a clip. I'm gonna play y'all. Okay, here it goes. Okay, let's play the clip just a little bit so you know exactly what I said about Judge O'Brown, and I have a clip showing what he said. How about that? How about we show instead of tell?
The stupid cowards that are out there trying to justify what he did don't seem to get it. They start talking about he might have been hurt. Yeah, that's the point of a fist fight. You might get hurt, might get knocked out, might get a tooth broken, a nose broken, a jaw broken, cheekbone broken, all kinds of other stuff that can happen. That's why it takes men to deal with man on man, 1-to-1 fair fight, because you have the balls. I hope they really wreck him. Because I am embarrassed that so many of these fools are trying to associate cowardice, dishonor. I have a long list I don't even want to go through because I'll start cussing thinking about it. They want to associate that with what I am. I'm a black man.
Okay, so I took exception to this shit. I saw it as foul. And I know people say, well, we got to respect Judge O'Brown, his legal acumen, his high IQ when it comes to analyzing legal situations. This was not him analyzing a legal situation or interpreting the law for laymen. This was him showing his complete ass. This was him giving his opinion. As last time I checked, they should wreck him. It's not a legal doctrine. It doesn't mean cancel Judge Brown. I don't have the ability to cancel Judge Joe Brown. I do have the ability to use this mic and tell a dude, you need to cut the bullshit out. Carmelo Anthony is a 17-year-old young man. And I guess you got your wish because they gave him 35 years, Judge. It seemed to me like the part of what Judge was so upset about was personal for him. He damn near had a fallout fit, a conniption fit, as he was trying to articulate himself. He was upset because he's worried about how conservatives see his ass. This wasn't about you, and it's not about me. It's about the life of that 17-year-old. Now, I don't know how old your kids are, but I have a 16 going on 17-year-old in my house. And for him to get 35 years over a fight he did not initiate, that he did not start, over some white kids, some bigger kids fucking with him because they don't like where he's standing, that's a problem. Also had a problem with Judge O'Brown even bringing this up. Why do this? Why cheer on the legal system to chew up another young man? Why? Our legal system don't do enough eating the black people. And why are you pretending that somehow shit is equal when we know it's not? Far from equal. We ain't even in the vicinity of equal. Talking about a fair fight. Broken teeth and black eyes and busted eye sockets. Whatever. So, today, so I kind of like moved on from it. I didn't expect a response. But Judge O'Brown did respond. Here he goes. Not on video. He responded via Twitter or X. What in the hornswaggling, swashbuckling, coon shit is that? He made this post on X. Let's see if we can get this a little bit bigger on screen. Judge O'Brown says, I detest and despise cowards. Honor is paramount. It was to myself and my friends when we were in high school. It still is to those of us still breathing. If I lost a fist fight, I certainly wouldn't sue. I've been in a few. There's nothing more sacred to a man than his honor. To not understand that is tragic. A tragic illustration of why we've fallen so far as a republic and as an ethnic groups that fail to comprehend this ancient truth. I was looking for the loser trumpet sound. What is that trombone sound? The sliding trombone? Yeah, that's what I was looking for. I don't even know what this is about. Your honor? Fighting is not about honor. Out here in these streets can get you killed, no matter who you are. There's no honor in fights. That shit is so played out. I remember in the 90s, some dudes I had to step to in a mall. And I was willing to fight them all one-on-one. This was the 90s. And I remember the dude looked me in the eye. And guys was a little bit younger than me. They was like 5 years younger than me. And they said, we don't fight straight up, we jump. I was a dinosaur then. Fast forward 25, 30 years later, I got Judge O'Brown talking this crazy shit. That's how long it's been since he been out here. Dog, this is not how it operates. So yeah, we got an age gap, we got a detached from reality gap. If you threaten somebody in the state of Texas, they can stand their ground. They don't have to knuckle up with you. They don't have to wait to see if you're going to hit them wrong and they fall wrong and now my life is threatened and, all this measuring or whatever. Carmelo Anthony, to me, in my opinion, still stands. He was defending himself. And if you call him a coward, you got to call Austin Metcalf, a bully, because you could smell when somebody didn't want to fight. I know when I was coming up, if we were going to knuckle up, you could always tell who was the aggressor. You could always tell who was the one that wanted to fight. And I'm pretty sure they could tell that Carmelo was not trying to fight. So that would make Austin a bully. Because that's what you are when somebody don't want to fight you and you want to fight them. They don't want to fight you, you let it go. If you would have let it go, he'd be here. But that's beside the point. Let's continue here. Because I was not even going to respond to Judge O'Brown's response. I was going to let it go out of respect for him. Being an older brother, man, being an OG, a double OG. I was going to let it go because I don't want to say anything that could be misconstrued as a total lack of regard for the brother. We differ in opinion. We don't have to agree. But then I saw this, okay? And this, I couldn't let it slide when I saw this. Here goes Judge O'Brown. Make this a little bit bigger. Judge Joe Brown is a friend of, he rooted on Daniel Penny. He rooted on Daniel Penny. He says, yeah, Mr. Penny was righteous. Not that he did what he had to do. Not that things did not go well, but I'm glad he did what he did. He says he was righteous. And he upheld his status as a USMC vet. U.S. Marine Corps vet. Race had nothing to do with it. Oh, okay. Okay. How do we know that, Judge? The hoods are hells because tolerance and excuses for unacceptable behavior are so rife. This represents redemption for those who stand by and do nothing but video with their phones. So after I saw this, I said, okay, gotta get him. All bets are off. All bets are off at this point because he don't respect me. He don't respect black people. He respect that bullshit logic he has in his head, this patriotism, nationalism bullshit about this is American and we got to do it this way and this is whatever, dog. America is not a stand-up country. We turned the Jews back when they came over. We ain't paid reparations to black folks, and we marched the Indians on a walk of death. We took credit for winning World War II when it was the Russians who lost 1 million motherfuckers. We're still lying about that. I mean, what are you talking about? What are we living up to here? We could solve American hunger with the amount of money we give Israel every year. We could cure hunger in the United States, and we won't do it because, God forbid, some black people might get some money. And I got this goofball, this old goofball who's supposed to know better, whose brain must be turned into mush or some shit, talking like we the problem. Ain't nothing wrong with black people a little bit of money couldn't fix. Shout out to Reset Race. We may need a little bit of therapy, but we are the least of the problem in this fucking country. Fuck you for saying otherwise, Pops. That's what's wrong with the hood. What's wrong with the hood? It's been undervalued. It's been discriminated against intentionally and marginalized. You on that bullshit. Matter of fact, you on that bullshit, and anybody that rocked with you was on that bullshit. My name ain't Mark Lamont here. I will hit you with the kitchen sink, Pops. I'll let your ass have it. It's unscrupulous and it's detestable that a grown-ass black man would utter out of his mouth the type of nonsense you speaking is that black people put ourselves in this fucked up, deplorable condition. Anywhere in the world you go to where people are unresourced, under-resourced, undervalued, you will find crime and you will find a whole lot of resentment, bitterness, and dysfunction. We've done exceptionally well. In fact, we're the most prosperous of all black people on the fucking planet. The Brits, the Africans, anywhere you go. Go to South America and find black people. Go to Africa, West Africa, North Africa, South Africa. Go anywhere in the UK. I've done the math. I've done the research. We're more wealthy than all of them. They all want to be us. And I got your ass sitting here talking about the bottom 20% of us who are catching the most hell. We got black folks with money, with power. Well, power is, we have black folks who are doing very well for themselves, who would not even be bothered to hang out with the poor black folks in this country. When we start adjusting for class and money, who has the resources and who don't, our crime start looking like white people crime. It's just when you have a permanent underclass that's eating and chewing up lower class, working class folks every day. And for the record, I don't know the last time you've been to a poor-ass white people neighborhood, you better lock your doors 3 times there too. I don't know where y'all goofballs been at that you ain't never been nowhere where poor-ass white people be at. I'm so tired of this bullshit where people deny reality. We got white people right now. We got whole white countries going to war with each other, killing each other in the thousands every month. That's been going on in Ukraine and Russia, and they live across the street from each other. And y'all motherfuckers never talk about it. They used to play on basketball teams with each other 10 years ago. Now they at war. White on white crime like a motherfucker. So this idea, man, this idea that someone this notable in the community will be stuck on fucking stupid, and it's like he's helping us. You're not helping anybody. You know what? You picked a damn good time to talk about the ills of black community when a young black kid gets sentenced to 35 years. If it would have been a white kid that killed a white kid, we wouldn't even know anything about that goddamn story. If it would have been a black kid that killed a black kid, we wouldn't know anything about that goddamn story. And we all know what would have happened if it would have been a white kid who killed a black kid. And let that black kid, whether that black kid was bigger than him or not, them same people that you talking about as your buddies and you don't want to look bad in front of, that you feel upset that people would let you be a punchline or a talking point, as if when they talk about black people, they talking about your rich ass, your wealthy ass, or your well-to-do, your iconic, name-known, recognized, famous ass. They ain't talking about you. They talking about broke-ass Negroes whose names they don't know. You are special. You one of the good ones. Hope that makes you feel good. We all know that them conservative friends is whose ass you kissing with these types of posts, whether intentional or unintentional. We all know what they would have done and would have said if arson would have been, if it would have been reversed. And Carmelo was the bigger one. And arson defended himself by using a blade. They would have said he did what he had to do, and he is a hero. They would have never conceded he was wrong. They would have never conceded, which you are easily happy. You were so fast to concede self-defense for this young man. You damn near cut your lip on your microphone. You couldn't wait to get it out your mouth. You have a deep-seated hate for working-class black folks. And I wonder if that has ever permeated your rulings in your courtrooms, because it's pretty clear. Ain't nothing worse than a black man who don't love black people. I'm down for accountability. How about them first? How about them first? Last thing they would take is accountability. And you clap for Daniel Penny? You put an emaciated, sick person in a headlock and took his life for words. And if you don't consider that cowardice, what is? So we got Carmelo Anthony who used a knife as a weapon. And we have Daniel Penny who used his 10 years of U.S. Marine Corps training as a weapon. But one you applied, the other one you call cowardice and wish that they wreck him. Kiss my ass, judge. And I'll be the judge of that. All right. I take no joy in telling you that shit or dropping that on you like it's hot. But the truth is, motherfuckers be walking on tiptoes around you. Told you, my name ain't Mark Lamont Hill. Ain't no stuttering, just furniture moving around when you fuck with me, especially about my people. I don't play about my people. You want to go over there and dance for them? You want to do some lap dances or something for the conservative whites who wouldn't piss on me, wouldn't piss on our broke, unknown asses if we was on fire to put us out? And got you over here doing this. I expect more from you. All right. Fake ass conservative. What the fuck are y'all conserving? You know, just because I don't like the Democrats don't mean I roll with this. I'm black first. Somebody got to be. And it's not biased to support that brother. I see him as a human being. Notwithstanding him hiring that bullshit motherfucker Dominique. I don't know what that was about. I don't know. I disagree with that so badly. And I don't know what's up. We asked him not to. We wanted them to cut ties with that motherfucker last year. They could have used the benefit of your counsel when they was going through the shit, you know? And don't tell me you couldn't find them, you couldn't reach them, because you Judge O'Brien. Johnny come lately with the advice. All right, I'm done. Let's keep it moving, y'all. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section, fam. It is what it is. I stand on my business. We are my business. Part of the problem. You can be concerned with the opinions of people that don't fucking love you. Be concerned with the opinions of people that despise you, who are biased as hell. How you see a kid who never been in trouble before as a cold-blooded killer is crazy to me. Just remember, they took Dylan Roof out for a whopper after he killed 7 of us. In cold blood in church. You worry about what them people think about. Carmelo? All right, let's keep it going, y'all. I mean, man, it just I don't know, fam. I'm sorry. Let me sit here for a second. Man. See, you give me the thinking, man. Dylan Roof killed parishioners in church. Judge O'Brien is more upset with Carmelo Anthony than all of Fox News was upset with Dylan Roof after he killed 7 black people praying. After he sat with them while they prayed. You don't see nothing wrong with that. You don't see yourself on the wrong side of this shit. You sure? Are you sure? I did not see Sean Hannity come out and say, I hope they wreck him. You guys are a fucking joke. You're a fucking joke, man. Retire. Stop talking. Stop doing content, man. Stop talking. All y'all stop fucking talking. Stop talking when real niggas is speaking. What type of shit is this? Now I'm getting mad now. Y'all know where I'm at. Y'all want to talk? Y'all want to talk? Y'all want to have a real conversation? I know who's going to win this argument. Anybody who left me because they didn't like what I said about Judge O'Brien, don't let the door hit you in the ass. Don't let it hit you in the ass. It's goofy shit. I expect better from you. You don't get to just be considered. You don't just get our respect just because you old. You got to stand on business too. This is the most opposite shit of standing on business. Bunch of conservative assholes, man. Kissing white people ass. They don't love you, Judge. All right. I don't remember seeing conservatives that upset about the Tops supermarket shooting. Do you remember them being upset about the Tops supermarket shooting? You were more upset about Austin Metcalf than no white people was upset about all the people, the grandmas shopping in the Tops supermarket in Buffalo. You don't think that that's out of whack? Huh? You don't find that a little wacky? That you got more venom to spit about that 17-year-old kid than you had for the killer who killed them black people shopping, buying food for their families? You don't see a disconnection, an incongruency? Is that something lacking? Is that a misunderstanding? Where is your pride? We need better leadership, man. Judge O'Brien, if people like Judge Brown, not just Judge O'Brien, but he represents something. You know, the same thing with this Manning dude, this goofy. these people, look, man, I agree about the Democrats, and I'm quick to criticize the Democrats because that's who we vote for. That's who black people put their trust in. So that's my main target. But I do not kiss white evangelical ass on anything. Nor do I believe this fallacy of America is the epitome of anything. And we talking about honor. We are a dishonorable country. How we gonna be an honorable country? They never paid their slaves. How we gonna say that? How you gonna use the word honor and in this country, in the folklore? What is this? A John Rockwell painting? What are you talking about, man? The amount of money we put into stopping human trafficking in this country is a disgrace. A disgrace. I don't care about people in this country. What honor are you talking about? Men. They don't even consider you a man. These people don't consider you a man. If they did, they compensate you. They have no respect for us. I'm going to say this and I'm going to let it go. We owe ourselves. We got to police ourselves, not just about petty crime, which is down. All y'all going on and on about petty crime. Crime is down nationally. Okay? Crime is down. It's got cameras showing people going in stores. Everybody knows most theft is done in-house. Anybody who's ever trained in theft prevention, loss prevention, no, that's where the most shit gets stolen. There are fucking robbery rings getting that shit off the truck that these smash and grabs don't even touch. Y'all just gaslighting. Either you're dumb or you're too lazy to look up shit. Okay? So this idea, they're just doing that because they got a bunch of black people they can put plaster their likeness to create this preponderance of a narrative that denigrates us and make us look beastly. They would do that no matter what. They would make those claims no matter what. They hiking prices because they want to. This is all deception. It's propaganda. You're too old not to know that. All right, man. Let's keep it going, y'all. Let me know what y'all think in the comments section. Look, if you like this content, hit the like button on this content. Let people know on the algorithm that we can disagree. I got love for George Joe Brown, but I find his rhetoric disgusting, pointless, and ass-kissery is not allowed. So he says he detests, what's he say? He detests, it's disgusting, and he detests some shit. What'd he say? He detests cowardice. I detest ignorance. I detest ass-kissery. I detest anti-blackness. All right. Let's get it, y'all. Let's get it. All right. So we did Dana White. We did this Obama bullshit. I think we're about done. My comment section got to be lit. Tim, calm down, Tim.
Next up with Tim Black.
We often talk about the importance of voting on this show, and we try to connect the dots and make it plain and get people to understand how these things work. Well, what happens when a preacher incorporates that concept into his sermon and just makes that whole thing plain? Well, that's what Alfred Street Baptist Church senior pastor Howard John Wesley did. And yo, check this out.
You want to know who really betrays you? People who...
The Democratic Party and Roland Martin. That's a cheap shot, I know, but it was right there, fam. It's a layup, a finger roll. That was a finger roll. Earl to Clyde to glide. Drink slippers.
See what's happening is wrong, and they're too scared to say it's wrong. You know who sells you out? People who know that shouldn't be happening to you, but say, since it ain't happening to me, I'm just gonna mind my business. You know who sells you out? Folk who were elected to keep a balance of power, but they are so afraid of presidential retaliation that they just go along to get along and will not call out evil and immoral and unconstitutional. They are quiet when they ought to be using their voice. We've been sold out by folk who will not use their voice. Now, before you get it twisted and think I'm just talking about some cowardly Congress or some scared Senate or some jittery justices, I'm not just talking about them, I'm talking about us. Because some of us have betrayed us by not using our voice in order to help us. If you don't vote, you have sold us out.
You know what, fam? It takes an extreme case of stupidity for people to blame the disempowered, for you to blame the people not in office for the problems that occur in this country. I mean, you blaming people. We're not employees of the Democratic Party. Nobody owes the Democrats a vote. Hey, look, let me give y'all the cheat sheet. This motherfucker this brother thinks that black Americans owe the Democrats some votes or something. You know that's his ideology because it's a Rolling guy. That's what Roland thinks. See, I understand with Roland because that's where his money comes from. That's how he makes a living. That's how he's able to keep his zero-star network running by, kowtowing to the Democratic Party and then denying that that's what he's doing. I mean, fam, it is what it is. This his sermon is about how black people let black people down by not being Democrats. Dumbest shit on earth. You've been a Democrat 70 years and look what you got. We moved exactly 1 point in home ownership in 70 years. You've been giving your vote to one party for 70 years, almost exclusively to the tune 85 to 94% or some crazy number, depending on who's running on the other side in Republican. And we have moved 1 point, 1 to 2 points in home ownership. We haven't closed the racial wealth gap more than 3 points. And it's expanded back. I'm trying to understand. If the Democratic Party is working for you, maybe them not working for you will help more. Because we losing with them. You're losing with them. And your suggestion is to do more, empower them more. It's not to say, hey, what have you done with the power we've given you up to this point? That's what I think a smart person would be like, what'd you do with the money we gave you last time? What'd you do with the votes we gave you last time? Y'all know Trump ain't been in office that long. You had a whole Biden sitting in office. Did our conditions change under him? Or you want to blame black people for it, huh? It's our fault. Okay. The policies of this country have remained pretty much the same, whether it's Democrats or Republicans. The effectiveness, the wealth of black Americans has remained pretty much consistently bullshit, regardless of who's in office. But there's a difference. One party is the party that you give all your votes to. And whenever I bring it up, the only recourse, the only pushback, the only retort you have is, what about the other party? What about them? How about we make a new party? How about we make a new party and punish the party that hasn't been doing what we needed them to get done? How about we do that? How about if you went and bought oxtails from the supermarket and you got home and they were full of fat and there was no meat on the bone, you would make a decision, hey, maybe I don't need to buy oxtails from this store anymore. Maybe I don't even need oxtails. Maybe we're going to go here and get some turkey necks. Maybe we're going to go get some beef shank. But I'm not going to keep giving my money this high price, overpaying for this bullshit. I just will not do it. That would be a reasonable decision for Black America to make. But now when we have stewards like Roland and this guy, they just continue to double down on dumb. Make no demands of the party and put any failures of that party on the least common denominator, which is the voter. It's dumb. It's idiotic. It's moronic. And worse than that, in my opinion, it's a strategy to keep Black people continuing to do the dumbest move imaginable. It'd be better to bite the bullet and not see a Democrat if this is what you get out of Democrats. Because maybe behind the 8 ball, they'd have to get something done for us. Where's them Democrats when Cyrus Carmack Belton had his back blown out by the Asian shopkeeper? Where was them Democrats at? Where was your people at? Where you at on this Asian boycott? What you talking about? See, nobody got any conversation about real shit impacting us. This is what we care about. It's only going to get worse, y'all. We're going to have more of these sellouts coming out here talking about what we owe the Democrats, and it's our fault. Now, it's not Black people's fault that the Democratic Party is not getting done what they need to get done for us. The Democratic Party doesn't want to get it done. The Democratic Party does not prioritize us. If you're going to be dumb enough to be having food waiting on the stove for them, when they come stumbling in at 2 a.m., smelling like who know what, that's on you. They leave and not even putting $1 on the nightstand. As Tesla Figaro would say. And your strategy is to make a better meal when they come through. Shut the hell up. To make the real good biscuits, the ones you really like. That is some dumb advice from someone either brain dead or in on it. I feel like saying Rothstein in Casino. Either you in on it or you too stupid to be here. You too stupid to work here. Either you in on the grift or you too stupid to be here, because that don't make any sense to working people. Working people got to be smarter than that. Black people, we survived a lot in this country. We can't be this stuck on stupid forever. I mean, we got to see the writing on the wall. And I believe the problem is we listen to them entertainers. That's the only thing I agree with you with, is we listen to too many entertainers. But see, you think we need to listen to the Democrat ones. So that means you stuck on stupid. You stuck on stupid. He want to blame Chile. Chile ain't in office, dumbass. Get an applause line on a bunch of boomers who out of touch with reality. You know who laughs at you? Republicans. You know who laughs at you? Real talk? Democrats. Just another sucker. Just a bunch of suckers making more suckers. Whole line of suckers.
Our mouth!
I don't mean no harm, fam. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. I see a whole lot of black women. It's a shame, man. I see a couple brothers. There's a couple goofballs in here. Couple delusional dudes. Couple of old dumbasses. Just dumb. Misled. Just misled. It's a shame, fam. It's a fucking shame. Let me get out of this segment, man. I don't want to be sitting here shitting on my people, man. But I mean, at some point, fam, you gotta call people out. At some point, you can't just sit there. You know what I'm saying? At some point, when you playing spades, you gotta watch the board, man. You gotta watch the board. That motherfucker done reneged 10 times on your ass. What are you looking at? What? Aren't you paying attention to the way the game is being played? At some point, you gotta say, hey, why the fuck you keep getting the big joker? And I end up here with all hearts and diamonds, motherfucker. At some point, you gotta say, hey, what's up? It never crossed your mind? How you lose all the time? How we end up on the bottom all the time? How people that just got here end up passing us all the time? How that happen, fam? Or we gonna just keep saying it's cause something wrong with us. We need to do better. I don't know why we don't be doing better, sir. It's our fault. I can't get it together. I don't know what's wrong with us. We so stupid. You know, that type of bullshit, shuffling bullshit. I don't know what in the swashbuckling, hornswaggling soldier story, reverse taekwondo, ass-kicking, one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest. Y'all motherfuckers think we on what in the willy lump, goofball, demented, dumb dodo bird bullshit is this? Rock'em sock'em, broke net robot goofballs. What is going on, man? Oh, listen to this shit. Here comes a wealth of knowledge.
We need to stop giving our power away.
Absolutely. Joy?
You know, Roland, one of the things I love about your show is you speak truth to power.
And they let your dumb ass come on and say a bunch of dumb shit. That's what it is. That's why you like the show, because he'll have your ass on here. You don't know shit. He don't know shit. Y'all in on the grift.
It is the individual out there who didn't vote. It is the celebrity who is being paid to disenfranchise and lead people astray. It's our civil rights leaders sometimes who don't do all the things that they need to do.
How about the party? How about the goddamn party, you dumb? How about that? How about the party? How about the party, the company, the organization that you give your vote to? What about them, dumb? You and Mustafa. What about them? What about them? Man, I'm trying to tell y'all, man, look, man. These motherfuckers just so happy to be on anybody network, they'll just say anything, just dumb. Oh, God.
Something you fall for anything, and we have to understand that it's our responsibility. It starts with us. We're watching our voting rights, disability rights, diversity, equity, inclusion,
Hey, Goofy. You know the Democrats could have prevented this 10 years ago, right? You know, this ain't happened overnight, dumb. That Democrats are supposed to act on this like over a decade ago. They chose not to, because you know what it is? They made a calculus that if worse came to worse, they could just let it expire, let it be fucked up, and then they just run on you. So they can get your dumb ass to get back out to the polls. And it's gonna work masterfully for people like you. See, that's the game. Same thing with Roe versus Wade. And who are you blaming? People that don't get paid to do shit. People not in politics. They just you can't change their minds. She's just so happy to be on the Rolling Show, showing her what to do.
disability. We're watching all of these things be took away slow but surely, and
you ain't got nothing to say. Nothing you say make any goddamn sense. You can vote. Go down there and vote. What, you can't go throw your vote away for Chantel Brown? You still can. You can still vote for her dumb ass. She come out here beatboxing some shit. What, you upset? You ain't gonna be able to go give your vote to reverse Malcolm X? What? The MLK, fake MLK dude? What's wrong? He ain't disappoint you yet, so you want to give him all your money so he can go disappoint you finally? You still wouldn't accept it. You won't accept it. You wouldn't accept reality. You could walk in.
We are too quiet, too comfortable. We are forgetting the people of the past, and we are thinking we got to start everything from scratch. When in reality, we just need to build on the building blocks that were already laid for us and on those foundations.
What are you talking about? What are you even talking about? I don't know. I'm just talking because I don't know. God damn it, man.
We have to remember the people of the past. When James Baldwin warned us that everything that is faced can be changed, but nothing can be changed until it is faced.
Oh, I remember I got something I can say. I can say this James Baldwin quote that don't have shit to do with nothing. But it sound good. I'm going to say this. I'm going to throw this dumb shit against the wall because Roland ain't cut me off. Roland, please stop me because I don't know what I'm saying. You got the mic on me. I don't know what to say. Let me make up some shit. Little Red Riding Hood was sitting by a tree. To the hip, hop, the hippie, to the hippie, the hip, the hopping, and don't stop the rocking. Who shuts up, separate the weak from the obsolete, hard to creep, these Brooklyn streets, what's up? You don't know. You don't know my pain. You don't know the pain.
We have to know those things. We have to know what these people that were giants before us, whether it was a biblical giant or whether it was a black civil rights leader.
What the hell? What are you doing? So stupid shit. You dumb mother. These people are insane. They're literally insane. Literally crazy. Out they fucking tree. This is... Roland, man, you are abusing black people with this shit. These people are touched in the brain. They got mashed potatoes for brains. Roland sent back. Rolling back, yeah. Get my iPad. Go look at some Badusi. Count my money.
That was really leading us. We got to tap into those and just know that it's our time. If you wondered what you would be doing during the civil rights movement, you're doing exactly what you would be doing. You would have been the person that would have got on the bus instead of the person that would have stayed in solidarity with the rest of us.
Well, we know that is absolutely the case. It's a whole...
Man.
Full of shit.
Yes, they are, family. You know, it's one thing to be an idiot. It's another thing to have no shame with your idiocracy. Idiocy, that's it. It's one thing to be an idiot. It's another thing to have no shame in your game, to be an idiot to the 10th power, to have a dance made up for it. It's like, I don't know, man. It's like glaring. These people just want to keep doing the same dumb shit over and over again and just do it more, do it crisper. They want to walk into the abyss skipping. listening to some Sade or some shit. I don't know. It's gonna be different this time. We just gonna keep doing what we've been doing. That's what we gonna triple down on what we've been doing. Ain't nothing else to do. We're just gonna keep doing that and hope for the best. Yeah, I'm just gonna hope for the best. Is that a gun? Are they shooting back to shoot us? Are they? Oh my God, they shooting at us. Should we run? Should we? They taking our money. They took all our money. Oh, they lied again. What should we do? Should we do anything about it? We can't vote for Republicans, so what should we do? I can't think of nothing we could do, because we could do something new, but I don't know what we could possibly do. We just need to keep doing the same dumb shit we've been doing and praying that it land different. That all of a sudden Democrats don't want us to be cannon fodder for dumb shit. Like, we're just gonna hold our faith that the Democrats want us to have money. Meanwhile, all these people that are getting you to do this, they're good. It doesn't dawn on you that the people that are telling you to do this dumb shit got paper. You ain't seen the hustle yet. The drug dealer don't take drugs. The smart drug dealers don't get high on their own supply, dummy. You don't get it? It is what it is, y'all. Hit the like button, family. We doing what we do here on the Tim Black Show. Remember, we're the most dangerous show because we are true. We're true to our point of view, and we do not pull punches here. All right, so it's easy to fall for bullshit. Here you got to be courageous. Stay courageous and stay dangerous. Living in your truth, walking in your truth, speaking your truth, that's dangerous. Hit the like button, y'all.
Next up with Tim Black.
And this is not really a boycott. It's a permanent ban, because there is no way we're going to make this much progress and then start backtracking. We are doing a permanent transfer of wealth into the Black community. And do not worry about or concern yourself with the folks who don't want to join the movement, because there are some people who just will never stand for shit. That's why people walk all over them, because they don't stand for anything. And that's okay. That's their right. But like I said, we're not trying to convince nobody of shit, nor do we need any allies, because the black dollar is very powerful on its own. And shout out to all the business owners who have been getting an influx of all this damn business since this whole thing started. I'm loving these videos of people coming forward talking about they selling out of their products. They having to order more. That means we are truly standing on business this time around and showing them how powerful we really are. So yeah, we got to keep it up. And don't let it be 6 months down the line and then let me see y'all up in these folks' business. Because no, we not patronizing with these people no more. That's it. Like I said, this is not Asian hate. This is black love. That's it. That's all we doing. I don't have no hate for no other race, but I do have a love for my own community, and we need to start showing each other that love.
I appreciate that sister saying that, because there are some people that need to be told that. I don't know why they have to be told that. I don't know what, we should not feel the need to clarify with the world how we feel. Jewish Americans ain't got to tell nobody they love Jewish Americans, and nobody would call them hateful for loving themselves, right? Catholics don't have to pretend that they don't love themselves. White folks never do. Asians never do, of any Chinese, Japanese, Thai, whatever. They love themselves. Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, Somalians. Look at the way Ilhan Omar stood up for her people. I disagree with her with a lot of shit, but I admire her standing up for her people. Like, fuck it. She like, hey, these my people and I'm rocking with them, and that's what it's going to be. We should be able to have that same type of solidarity not give a damn about what other people got to say, is we do this. And I love the fact that she framed this as this is not a boycott at this point. This is a change of our operating system. This is a change, a directive going forward to how we're going to move about in our communities, how are we going to fund our businesses, and how we are going to proceed to spend our money from here on out. They done messed up and woke up a sleeping giant. And the only people really detracting from this that are Black Americans are people that are on the dole. That's right, there are people who are paid to do what the Democrats want them to do. And I want y'all to remember that once upon a time, we were the ones that supported the Asian businesses. We put more Asian families through college, more Asian kids in college. It ain't been the other way around. It's been us. We've been the one funding them. And they talk shit to us? Nah. They haven't respected us. They took our money and they treated us like we were peasants, that we were to help. They treated us like we were something they had to tolerate as they drove their Lexuses out of our neighborhoods back to their adjacent white neighborhoods and spent our money. No, we did the right thing. We're doing the right thing. Let that thing continue. We don't need everybody with us. Let's take who's with us, who's coming with us, come with us. Now, in light of this, when people say intimidate, like we had one goofball, I saw this guy on X. We always want to have a Sambo talking about, oh, what y'all doing with this boycott? Well, I hope that boycott going well. I saw his bitch ass. I saw him up there. Our boycott is going so well that the word on the street is the Asians and others are pretending to be Black, and they're using UGC, avatars, and AI technology to create videos and make themselves appear to be Black business owners. The devil is a liar.
So apparently Chinese-owned companies are creating fake Black entrepreneurs to sell fake Black-owned products, and they're using AI to do it.
Everyone told me nobody would buy an elephant purse from a Black woman. I made every one of these with my hands.
This is not a real person. Here's another one.
I design leather cowboy hats.
Wait, are you serious? You design hats?
Every detail. I pick the leather, choose the hardware, design the whole look. Like this one right here. I designed this.
Oh, wow, that is beautiful.
This is AI. Again, this is not a real person. I did the research. These people do not have a name. They do not exist. This is AI. The worst part is when I see these videos, I look in the comments and I see very conscious Black supporters who are saying they're going to buy it, or some saying they already bought it. They have no idea that they've been conned.
My brother. Well, look, this is what we got to do, fam. We got to sound the alarm when we discover this type of shit, and we got to work together to get the word out so that we can call out when we detect it. And we got to move like Voltron. We got to move like a coordinated effort to stamp out the defilers. We got to stamp out the fakes, the phonies, the manipulators, the scam artists, the scumbags, the thieves, the masqueraders that are perpetrating like they are Black Americans in order to take our money, to basically rob us of our hard-earned money. Fam, we are under no obligation to spend any money with anybody. We work hard for our money. We should decide where it goes, and it should go where it can be most beneficial to us. Nothing wrong with that at all. And anybody will make you feel guilty or ashamed, or ever try to license that or discredit that, I like to know what side they on. I think we know. So all we can do, fam, is get the word out about this bullshit that's going on. That's how you know we're effective, though. So take it as a sign of respect that they got to try to steal. And ain't that some shit? They want to shoot our children dead for taking their bullshit items out their store. Meanwhile, as soon as we say we ain't gonna spend no money with it, what they trying to do? They trying to steal our money. Because if we don't want our money going to you, and then you are cosplaying like you one of us, to me, that's catamount, that's paramount, that's on the same level as stealing. That's fraud. That's fraud. They're misrepresenting themselves and their products. They're making us think that their products are being represented or sold by a fellow Black American when they know that ain't the truth. So that is thievery. That is theft. That is fraud. So yeah, let me know, man. Anybody come across this shit, let me know. I will put their ass on blast. I will put them on fucking blast. Know that. This platform will devote a segment to exposing the fake Asians passing themselves off. And not just them, any other non-Black Americans passing themselves off as Black American to unscrupulously try to take money out of our community. We're going to expose them right here on the Tim Black Show. We ain't going for it. I'm not going for it. You got my back, I got your back. Let's do it. What type of shit is this? Heartbeat sound like Sasquatch feet, thundering, shaking the concrete. They scared, y'all. They are scared. All right, man, look. Before I go any further, let me let y'all know this show is brought to you by Saga Metals. Saga Metals is our sponsor. Check out the link below. I'm going to run my commercial. I'm going to come back. Don't go nowhere. You're watching the Tim Black Show, the most dangerous show in America. Now, a few weeks ago, I mentioned Saga Metals on the channel. Trading as SAGMF in the US and SAGA in Canada. This is a company that I mentioned several times on the channel before. I'm back to talk about them again a lot sooner than I expected. That's because some major things may be happening. A lot has happened in a short period of time. Major developments are unfolding, and it looks like they may have another home run. What they've done in the last 6 months may change the scale of the company. In less than 48 hours ago, they achieved 100% drill rate in all 57 holes, all ahead of time. And that's just the beginning. The company added $10 million to its bank account and put all that money into drilling entirely. This is adding fuel to an already accelerating program. You step back and look at what Saga has achieved in less than 6 months. The pace is hard to ignore. A 100% hit rate in all drilling at the Radar Project, an area being positioned as the largest titanium host in all of North America. A strategic titanium acquisition scooped from under $100 billion giant Rio Tinto, located in the same district as the largest titanium mine in the world. And just last month, the acquisition of the Wolverine Project, that project sits along the coast of the same billion-dollar Voisey Bay discovery, one of the most significant mineral discoveries in history. When you step back and look at the momentum that's building, 2026 has already been highly active. And the second half is going to be even more exciting. How can this all be achieved in such a short space of time? The reason is simple. America's supply chain depends on titanium. And that's why Washington has already committed $12 billion into Project Vault, alongside additional federal support aimed at securing domestic and allied supply. In less than 12 months, America has taken a series of critical major steps to secure mineral supply chains, including Executive Order 1421. In a major ministerial, it's bringing together 55 foreign ministers focused directly on critical minerals. As the U.S. and its allies move to secure the future, Saga Metals is positioning itself directly where the money, the mandates, and the momentum are flowing. They're exploring the exact minerals that sit at the foundation of advanced aerospace, next-generation weapon systems, and stealth technology, the unseen backbone of defense. And the reality is increasingly clear. North America needs what it currently does not have. And the direction of travel from Washington is becoming even more defined. Onshore it, secure it, fund it, and mine it. I'll leave you with this. One of the standout aspects of Saga Metals' achievements in the last 6 months is scooping another titanium project from under Rio Tinto, a company roughly 3,500 times larger by market value. This takes skill, patience, and execution. Look at the numbers. Do the math. If you want to learn more about this critical mineral story, check the link in the description. A special thanks to Saga Metals for making today's video possible.
Catch Tim Black live on the most dangerous show in America, Sundays, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Times. Don't miss out on the real. Stay dangerous.
You're saying because Elon Musk exists and is a wild success, that is somehow to the detriment of all the people you're mentioning? Elon is creating an environment where entrepreneurship, where success, where building is celebrated. The only reason anybody's mad about this, let's just be honest, is because he supported Donald Trump for president. If Elon Musk had never gotten involved in politics, had never supported Trump, he'd be getting ticker tape parades right now for building this amazing company and sending rockets into space. It's all political, and the people who should love Elon Musk are the ones who hate him for that reason.
But do you agree that one person should have control of American policy? That's what influence is. That's what money does.
He doesn't.
He doesn't.
He loses.
He does.
He invests in races and loses. He's like anybody else who donates money, like Reid Hoffman.
To the White House, and it's all about access. It is all about access to the United States.
That he supported a candidate who won.
No, I'm just telling you, it's all about access, and it's not about just Donald Trump. It is about there are races all across the country where he has access on policy.
Gaslight alert.
Yeah, fam. Look, Elon Musk crossed the $1 trillion mark and people are upset about it. And, you know, it's crazy because he was at $800 to $900 billion. He went public with SpaceX and crossed the $1 trillion mark. You would think he was at 50,000 and became a trillion. You know what I'm saying? You would think he went a long way, like it was a huge gap that he crossed, but he didn't. He was basically a trillionaire already. But now they upset because now it's officially $1 trillion. I'll get the hell out of here. Listen, America loves rich wealth. America loves wealth. America loves this rich, wealthy bigots and landowners and scumbags and cheats and whatever. We've been on this forever. All right, so it is what it is. Scott's got a point. If he was a Democrat, they'd be happy. But you know, you add a couple of the multi-billionaire Democrats, and you get to around $1 trillion, right? So, like, hey, if they kick in like Elon's gonna be kicking in, then you're tied. Look, what he's doing, I don't say I co-sign it because I don't, but I'm not gonna sit here and act like it is like he invented something. He didn't invent influencing using money for his projects or to his whatever, fancy himself, whatever the hell he's doing. I really don't know what he's trying to do here. Let's see. So the SpaceX, decisive SpaceX prices shares at 135 open trading on NASDAQ, ticker at 150 and surged further, closing at 161 or higher in early reports, valuing the company at nearly $2 trillion. Musk roughly 38 to 42% stake, around 4.8 and 5.1 billion shares, alone added hundreds of billions to his wealth in a single day. Estimates of the jump range from 165 to $274 billion, depending on the exact closing price. So it is what it is. It was a good day for Elon Musk, which means it was a bad day for the Democratic Party because, as Scott put it, they can't stand this guy. It is what it is, you know. As a person who's been on X since 2013, who's been verified on X back in 2015, you know, I'm not leaving that platform. Sometimes I wish I did, but for business, I need to stay there. And I'll tell you this, he is definitely showing you what people are willing to do to make money. I mean, the amount of either bots or whatever, I don't know what's on that platform, but anytime I make any type of post about positive, about black people or anything against the justice system or anything that supports black Americans, I'm inundated. And actually it's good for his business because that's engagement. People are staying stuck to the platform. And let's not act like it's just Elon. It's also Facebook. It's also TikTok. It's also Instagram. They all play the same game. And Elon's just doing it unabashedly. It's like he just does it and don't give a shit. And you know what? I don't think the Democrats give a shit either. They just pretend to give a shit. So here we go, man. It's the game everyone's playing. All these big hitters are playing the same game. And there are going to be some that play it better than others. And I don't know how you can be mad at one and not be mad at the other. They say don't hate the player, hate the game. Well, I hate the game, and you can hate the player. But just to hate the players, I don't think that makes sense. Of course, $1 trillion is crazy. That's crazy. Like, I can't even wrap my head around the amount of money that he is worth. But like I said, he already was worth a whole lot of money. I couldn't wrap my head around the amount of money he was worth before this. Could you? More money than we could ever spend in 10 lifetimes. 10 lifetimes. So it is what it is. Let the Democrats lose their mind about it. I'm not going to lose my mind. You should not lose sleep or anything about it at all. Nope. So, yeah, that's all I got on that. Don't let the Democrats gaslight you into thinking that they are the virtuous one. There is no virtuous billionaires. I don't think it exists. And there damn sure is no virtuous trillionaires, okay? So let's just cut the cap, man. They all dirty. They all got blood on their hands. All of them. What? Different different degrees, different gradients of the same bullshit. You know, it's the same thing. How's Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, how are they different? You think they're different? It's got different PR, different people-facing entity. You really think Mark Zuckerberg's a better guy? Really? And I don't have those problems. I don't have those problems. They're all willing to do whatever they're willing to do to get the money. That's what they're doing. Now, you and I, we got to worry about our existence. Look, we're no poorer than we were yesterday. And people trying to make it seem like trying to gaslight you into thinking that something dramatically has changed overnight for our lives are born some bullshit. We still where we were. Elon don't give a shit about us. Why should we give a shit about what he's doing? We got to focus on our own situations. And I ain't got to tell you that. I'm sure you already are. Democrats just want something to talk about. Trying to galvanize you on some bullshit. Crash out if you want to be an idiot. I don't play that game. I ain't crashing down for these folks. All right, guys, that's all I got. Look, thank you for being here tonight. Thank you for tuning into the Timberlake Show. We do this Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. We're the most dangerous show in America because we do not work for any parties. We work for the people. Shout out to my people, man, who came through tonight. I know it's late. Thank you for hanging in there with me, man. Thank you for being a part of the Timberlake Show audience. My people in the chat room. Who's in the chat, man? I want to thank y'all for putting up with this late start. Nene up in the building. I can't believe we blacks have power. We can vote with our dollars and don't support the Democrats or Republicans. That's what I'm saying, Marcus. I can't believe Facebook is still a thing. It is. I actually think it's doing better. It got rid of that metaverse bullshit. And think about this, guys. How much money did Mark Zuckerberg burn on metaverse just to shut it down? He changed his company name to Metaverse, Meta, and then shut down the metaverse. Talk about taking a haircut. That's crazy. They all play the same game, fam. And I remember when everybody was saying Elon really fucked up buying Twitter. Now it's that's like lunch money. That's like side money. That's like money. He's fun money. That's not even money. It don't even matter now. It don't even matter. All right. Thank you, Nene, for being here doing the moderating. Thank you, Elizabeth and Rain of Tears and anybody else in here. I don't know if anybody came to anybody drop a super chat on the brother. I don't know. Did we get any new members? What's happening? The Nextdoor app. What's up with the Nextdoor app? Hold on a second, y'all. Damn. I saw somebody say something about the Nextdoor app. God. Look, check it out. He said that Jorge says the Tesla truck was mainly purchased by SpaceX, its own business. Hey, so, hey, I'm gonna go buy my own coffee mugs up. That's crazy. I'm gonna go buy my own. Isn't that like a violation of something? That's not a violation of, what's the word for it? It sounds like that might be against the law, but hey, I'm sure he paid off the right people. All right, I'm gone, man. I ain't gonna keep y'all. I ain't gonna hold you. You watch the Tim Black Show. Be here. Look, go get my newsletter. Go get my newsletter. Go to TimBlackTV.com. You'll see a form there on the contact form. Just put newsletter in the subject field, and I will add you to the mailing list of the Tim Black newsletter. It goes out weekly, and it gives you all the new shit. I put a new article out today, by the way. It's on Cyrus Carmack Belton. So you might want to check that out. All right, family, I got nothing but love for you. I'll see you soon. Now remember, don't let anybody take your cornbread. Eat your cornbread yourself. Don't let these fools eat your cornbread. Stay bold, stay courageous, but most of all, stay dangerous. A man changed against his will is of the same opinion still. You ain't changing nobody's mind. Change your own mind. Give people information and allow them to change themselves. You ain't fixing anybody. People got to fix themselves. We all got reasons for doing what we do. My reasons are transparent because I am a parent. Where are my ladies? I said, where are my ladies, my babies, and my young men? Wolfpack.